Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and tonight I'm joined by Dayna.
Hello.
We're back where we watch an episode of Dawson's Creek. Tonight we're watching season 4, episode 10, because Joey has no chill, and she's already spiraling, and he can see it. And that's why he wants to just put it out in the open and talk about it, and she wants to deflect.
Right. But at the same time, like maybe she's just trying to bypass it because it's like if you give it any gas,
then it's real,
and it turns into a raging wildfire. Like you kind of need to like sometimes if you don't pay attention to it, it will literally move on. But that's what I mean. Like this feels like if he keeps bringing it up, then yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Like you know.
Then we have to talk about it.
Yeah, then we're gonna have to talk about it.
Have we met? No, I don't think so. I've definitely seen you in something. I know you're the gay football player. Last year from the news, we always wondered about you.
Okay, so they went out of town, and this guy knew who he was, but that woman on the soccer field who was flirting with him didn't know who he was.
She was just so desperate and a pervert. Like she, and a predator. Like she really didn't. She knew who the fuck he was. She fucking knew. God, she's so messy.
Like, why are you so mad at me?
I don't know. So I don't know why there was so like I can understand Jack's trepidation because he's obviously super closeted still. Like the other guy, like dang dude, really?
Yeah.
Like I think obvious. It's obvious what's going on. Like you'd think that they would know better a little bit,
Yeah.
Not so harsh. Like ooh.
But it's almost like maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he thinks because he was on the news and he's the gay football player that he's out and he's comfortable.
Yeah.
So now I don't know. It comes off like, oh, what's the matter? You don't want to be called gay? Like,
right,
shut up.
exactly.
I'm gay. Stop talking to me about it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of like it feels a little militant, like you're gay, you should always be out and proud.
Right.
Like there's a storyline in Dynasty about it, like with one guy. It's like he basically forces, Steven to be more out than he wants to be. And it's kind of like you do understand that you're like asking someone to potentially put their life on the line.
Right. New Dynasty or Old Dynasty?
Old Dynasty.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, there's a storyline with one of his like I guess lovers essentially that is very out and he wants Steven to also be as openly gay as he is, and he's like, no, I can't. He's like, I don't want to. And it's like it's not how I am. Like I don't want to be like that. And also for other like reasons. And it's kind of like nobody gets to tell someone else how to behave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also there is like a certain type of person that they feel like you're gay and that's like they're just like for the gay cause, and it's like that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But some people they don't want to be defined by that. Like that's not all that I am. Like
like I am more than just my sexuality, but right. It's like could someone ever come up to me and just be like, you're straight, so you have to be straight, very straight. And it's like I do like the color blue though too.
I also like tacos. Like
I like tacos, and I'm a big dog fan now. I got a dog. Like like no one does that to straight people. It's kind of just like like I said, it's very militant. It's the same way with a lot of things when things are a little too on the one side.
Right.
Like you gotta remember there's everybody's allowed to be who they are.
I'm also trying to keep in mind that this is the year 2000.
Right.
Possibly early 2001.
Right.
And maybe it was kind of like we're all in this together. We got to fight for the cause and like make them respect us. And
right. And believe, like you're saying, like we totally get it. And you doing that good fight is like what is going to afford people like Jack, like to be able to go around town and not be harassed. And he could live a relatively normal life. But it's kind of like pushing too hard only can be antithetical to your cause.
Yeah.
Like the point of the cause is to collect more people. It's like kind of similar to how like people do those protests where they stop like a whole street full of like they'll shut down a street and it's basically stopping like business people, like, people, commuters, middle class, poor people from being able to go to their jobs. And it's not affecting but it's bringing like light to the cause. It's like,
Mhm.
yes, but like all you're doing is hurting the people that you need to be on your side.
Right.
So it's like you have to think about it differently. It's all about the approach. It's about the pitch. Like, and shaming Jack for not being gay enough is never gonna be a thing to get him on your side.
Right. And I'm just looking at this freeze frame. It looks like
He's
Dawson
holding
and this guy are holding hands.
They are there holding hands, and he's taking his grandpa out for a stroll. His grumpy grandpa.
Because he was gay.
Oh, God, if I hear the word gay one more time, I'm going to scream.
It's just a word.
It's in every sentence the guy says.
So, our new people.
I was Jack.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thank you.
We get it. Thank you, sweetie. We get it. Like, I hear you. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, people can be so overly passionate, and then they get like offended that you don't have as an equal amount of passion,
Right.
and like, I think that the rage comes because they feel as though you reap the benefits of their incredibly hard labor, which is what it is. It's very hard to like organize, get people involved, and then help write legislation or get connected with the right type of people. It's a lot of work, so much work. But
This guy sitting down looks like Aaron Carter. It's not.
no, I know. I was gonna say, oh well, all the boys look like that with their frosted hair and all that nonsense. This is like the epitome of like sideburns, the flip, right, and frosted tips.
Yep.
The crazy spiky frosted tips.
Mhm.
The guy style in this day and age right now is pigtails, ball chains. These guys are in dog tags, and again, it's lots of layers.
Right.
T-shirt.
It's very aggressive and militant.
That's what I mean. Like, this is not a very like. This feels like a cult. This feels like something that like. Of course, it's a fucking white guy. Like bringing up some sort of like group that he controls the agenda of, mind you, and who talks, who doesn't talk, and then like now there's some sort of BS that he's planning because like the only way to get them to see is to like blow up their shit. I could never. Even if it said bed and breakfast, big neon lights, I would never knock up on someone's door and be like, hey.
I mean, you got a business to run, but I don't know. I feel like if I was stressed like she was, I'd be like, we don't accept walk-ins. It's by reservation only.
Now we're like, no vacancy. Like, all the rooms are full.
Right.
Sorry.
Please, explain yourself to me. Tell me why you had to kiss Dawson and not somebody else your own advanced age.
Do we have to talk about this before I have my coffee?
Yes!
Okay. Look, it was an accident. Pure mistletoe, okay? It meant nothing. He knows that, I know that. It was just a kiss.
There's no such thing as just a kiss. Especially not in Cape Side.
Didn't you people ever play spin the bottle?
No, unfortunately, that quaint little 80s tradition of yours had gone the way of the dodo by the time I hit puberty.
And besides, why do you care who Dawson kisses?
Not true. I played Spin the Bottle in the late 90s.
Spin the Bottle was still in the thing.
And
When
7 Minutes in
2000s, thank you very much.
7 Minutes in Heaven. I'm still doing that too.
Yep. So he knows what he's doing. Like,
I don't know if I
Like
think that was
why?
good or bad advice. I don't know if I think that was good advice or bad advice.
I don't think she gave him any advice. She just told him to be a good boyfriend.
Right.
Be there, support her as much as you can. And that's it. Like, that's what I mean. Like, in this sense, just like let it lie. She wants to talk to you about it, then let her talk to you about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I feel like he's meddling or trying to pry, like, don't
Yeah, but
eat it.
then it's Joey, and she's not gonna chill. So it's like, how long do you watch her spiral before you say something?
Well, she has to learn in some way how to communicate, and there's no way she's going to do that if you keep trying to like pry her open. Like
Mhm.
she has to learn how to make it happen on her own. It's kind of like letting someone learn to swim, I guess, in a way. Like, you gave them a lot of instructions, but at the same time, you still need to let them try to actually swim or float, right?
Right.
Sink or swim time. I don't know. I think it's just not gonna be good. He already knows. That's the whole thing. He already's aware of like how everything is gonna happen.
But and then in some ways he's like a ticking time bomb because he's not gonna have any chill. He's gonna spiral and then he's just gonna explode and then they're gonna fight.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, but to me, it's like with the awareness of the
Mhm.
situation, I feel like it's more onus on him to keep his chill. Because
Right.
if he understands what's going on and he could care less about what's happening between Dawson and Gretchen, like the only thing that he can do is be very clear that he understands that there's something going on with her and then declare, I am here for you when you are ready. That's the end of it.
That's a good way to word it.
You know, just like I'm done, like you kind of just make your I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Intentions clear. Like I'm talking to you about this because I think this is something that you need to talk about. But if you're not ready to talk about it, then I need you to let me know when you are and we can.
Right.
Whatever that is. And then you drop it.
Right.
It's no longer an issue. And then you deal with her if she treats you like crap, does something rude, takes her bad day out on you or something that's not directly caused by you,
Yeah.
then you go be like, again, like you can't treat me like this. And if
Right.
it has something to do with anything else, here's your opportunity to talk about it. Oh, wait,
All right, okay, so we don't have to bowl. We don't even have to rent those shoes. We can just go and hang out and make some new friends.
Oh, yeah, like that guy
wearing a
Toby.
wig.
Oh, come on, I think he's sweet.
Is she wearing it?
Okay, when have you seen Jen ever wear these headbands?
Never.
Never. Never. She's worn 2 in this episode alone. She had like the little handkerchief thing. Now she's got it's a wig. Look at that hard front.
But why would they put her in a wig? Her hair is that wig.
Something's going on with the hair. Like either caught it or something, or it got like I don't know if she was doing something else during this time, like and it got dyed. I don't know. But that is a wig. It is a wig. Wig chat. Wig what is it? Wig watch.
Hi, I'm gay, and that's all I am. I mean, how weird is that?
So, you know, it's totally weird. It is.
Just because a bunch of people share the same sexual orientation doesn't mean that they have anything else in common.
I know, you're right.
They're literally repeating everything we said before.
Literally. I mean, like,
they would have got there eventually.
right, exactly. I mean, like, it's just kind of like not everything that about gay people has to be the same type of person. It's like saying all types of people are the same. Like
it's like being like, oh, you're gay. I have a gay friend. Oh, that's nice. Like,
Great.
and then thinking you're gay and you're gay, so you guys should be in love.
So that means you guys automatically go together. That's because it's the audacity of a straight cis white person. You know, they just seem to think that like the one.
Or I know a gay person. Do you know Brian? And
you guys
probably
obviously grew up together. You know, like it's like saying like me and someone from Pittsburgh are from the state of Pennsylvania. It's like okay, it happens like in Europe all the time. It's like we never like 2 people are from America. They're all like, oh, do you guys happen to know each other? It's like, do you know the size of America? Like, it's huge. Someone from California is a totally different person than from New York. Like, they are different people. Like, and again, it's kind of like audacity. It's like it's kind of like also weirdly, I don't know what you call this. It's definitely not sexist. I wouldn't say it's homophobic either, but it's just something. It's generalizing.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very generalizing. Like it's something that it can't like Jack has every reason to be kind of like offended. Like it's kind of like the 2 of us couldn't be more different of people. Why the hell would I want to like but also, you know, Jen could be like, oh, he just needs to bang it out. He's so tense. Just let the man have
it's
do
almost
something.
when he came out in '98. Like, you've been gay for 2 years. It's time to do something.
It's time. Like, obviously, you are very frustrated. Like, you just let him do stuff to you, whatever it takes. You know what I mean? Like,
Please tell me the truth, because it's certainly not about you and me, you know? I haven't screwed up for at least a day or two.
You know what? You haven't. You never do. You are the perfect boyfriend. You win the perfect boyfriend contest. You beat Dawson. Is that what you want to hear, Pacey?
See, you just could have took something off of her plate and been like, just tell me what it is that you need me to do legitimately today. What can I take off your plate today? That's
He
all
was
you had to say.
he was almost going in the right direction. He was saying the things that you wanted him to say.
Yeah.
Then he went south.
Because he chose to make an I guess a educated guess on like what it's really about. And in reality, it's like she can be. Can she also be overwhelmed?
Yeah.
You know, like with everything that's happening, like she's taking care of B&B. She's got a toddler. Like
Yeah.
she's literally a single mom who has 2 jobs.
She's
Like
trying to get into Ivy League college, which you know because you were at the dinner. Like,
yeah, seriously, it's just kind of like you could have just said like literally stopped after and I was trying to make you supper. I can put you know what? Why don't you go leave the kitchen, leave the baby here. I'm gonna put the stuff away. You go sit down and relax, like
take a bath.
take a bath, get out of the house, whatever. Like, let me help you actually take care of like the physical needs right now. You know what I mean? Like, because like Joey's the type of girl that's like, I got this to do, I got that to do, I got this to do, get to do. And if there is like something that is an emotional turmoil, like maybe something that would throw you off, like watching your ex-boyfriend kiss your sister, could be like the sister of your now boyfriend. Like that could really throw you off. It doesn't mean it's like the thing that's making you upset. It's like the cherry on top of an already shit sandwich, you know?
It's like I'm so busy, I don't have the bandwidth to take this in right now.
Right. But it's still so it's still there, but he's treating it like it's the entire shit sandwich and everything else is little sprinkles that's making it worse. It's the other way around. It's the fact that there's so much going on that like she can't even process her own feelings, and he's trying to get her to process her own feelings while she's doing all this other shit. That's why she's mad. And it's like,
in a way, it's to make him feel better, to like
yeah,
his insecurity over how she's feeling.
right. And she called it out exactly like that. Like, what do you want to find out that you're better, you're the best, you know?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Like, oh hey Dawson, so like I have this like weird thing in my head about like how I don't feel like I'm a grown up around you, that like, you know, we're always just gonna be this like young what is he supposed to do about that?
He's gonna be like, okay, because he's all about Gretchen right now, even though he's denying it, but like he's gonna be like, all right.
Right, and he barely understands his own feelings about anything, let alone like what she's going through. Girl, you need therapy. Like you need a therapist to work out these feelings, you know?
Oh my god, my heart fluttered when she was like, it's me and you, when she thinks about the future. I was like
Yeah, I'm happy. Listen, it's kind of just like again, like these two people are just kind of like again, such like live wires that like are easily triggered and sensitive and just like all kinds of mess. Like it's just teens. Older teens.
Okay. He didn't have to wear the football jacket. Like you just feeding into
the like sometimes like some people know it. Like I feel like maybe it's a way that like they love to like live in it, but then pretend like they don't love it. Sometimes Jack's like that. Like he says he hates the attention, but then at the same time
he's like, here I am, the gay football player.
It's the same guy coming in his Letterman jacket, looking all the part. You know what I mean?
She said he wasn't coming.
He wasn't. I kind of blackmailed him into it.
And she's wearing a wig.
Jack.
There's little, like, I feel like microaggressions in this episode that are making me twitch a little bit.
Yeah, because that's like it's a death by 1,000 needles kind of thing, you know?
Not even their fight, like little things in the props and stuff. Like they just gave him the pink bowling ball when they were having the meeting. The guy that I said looked like Aaron Carter, like had his legs crossed. Like, you have to show the audience that you're gay, so you have to cross your legs. Like there's like little things that I'm like, you don't have to do that.
Like it's like because he's not going in like this. Hello, friends. I'm your gay bestie. Like, you know what I mean? Doesn't do that type of shit. That means like they have to show in all kinds of different ways. Like,
yeah, it's like we need them to know that you're gay. So cross your legs and use the ping pong ball.
Right. And talk about how you don't know anything about sports.
Right.
But like it kills me how it's just kind of like they hate like he doesn't like Jack or has a problem with Jack because Jack can assimilate or like be amongst the straights
Right.
without being detected, and he doesn't and he hates that for some reason.
I don't get why he would be like he got that at a thrift store, right? When he literally said you're the gay football player, so that's his jacket.
Again, so the continuity person is also taking a nap or a sick day PTO today as well, because you're right. What the fuck?
They already went on Christmas break early. They couldn't get a hold of Joey's spaghetti strap in the last episode.
No, and they were just like, yeah, just give him the football jacket. And he's like, yeah, but there's lines about the guy. He's like giving him a hard time about his football jacket or whatever. It's just like, oh, yeah. Or like the other way around. I don't know. It's just something's going on this show. They gave her a horrific wig with this damn like bandana, like band, like headband thing. It's a wig. I'm telling you, it's a wig.
I'm trying to think what movie she could have been doing. Maybe Dick?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's probably because it's cut too short and it doesn't look like connected. Like her hair was that short or that color or something. I'm imagining it's the cut.
You know, you've probably never had a rough day in your entire life.
There you go.
Know me
There it
well
is.
enough to assume anything about me, or how rough it's been for me, or what my life is like, or what it's cost me to get where I am.
Which is where exactly?
Anywhere but here.
And I'm gonna take my hag and her big wig, and we're gonna.
Oh my god, that's too funny. Aww.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm getting better, aren't I?
That's not what I meant. I meant...
I know what you meant.
The party was fun.
Yeah.
When would he have taken that picture?
I don't know.
Was that at the party?
No, I don't think it was at the party. It had to have been at a different time because
It wasn't the prom.
be locking lips with Gretchen to notice they were there at the party, because the party was last night. From what, late or like a couple days? Yeah, it was last night. Because
yeah, but we saw him in the dark room. He could have developed
maybe
it.
I mean maybe, but like when did they have that canoodling moment? Could have happened at a different time. I'm trying to place like her dress a little bit.
It almost looks like it was at the other party, like the college party, and they just took like a stock photo and put it in there.
Oh my god! Yeah, could you imagine if his line's like, "Yeah, I downloaded it from iStock. I thought it looked like you guys." Put it in black and white on Photoshop, because it exists. It exists in this time. So
yeah,
that's too funny.
That was nice, I guess.
Well, I don't know. Is it just me, or does it feel like this is kind of like the calm before some ridiculous storm?
It could be because we're only mid-season.
I know, but it just feels like it feels too
neat.
mature. Yes, too mature, too clearly communicated for this show. Like,
It took years to get here.
yeah, it feels like this is just a little too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right, and I can't explain it. But I feel like they're lulling me in a false sense of security. You know what I mean? Like, look,
Yeah.
everybody's mature. Joey's mature. Casey
And
figured
you're
out
like,
how
"Nope,
to.
feel right. I'm not gonna fall for it."
Well, I will not be falling for this. No, no, no.
Hey, when I was 9, I used to walk home to this baseball field. All these older kids would hide in the dugouts and wait for me to walk by. They'd call me fag, sissy, queer, the full spectrum. Till my older sister would come along and scare them away. I mean, that's when you really know you're gay, when your sister has to fight your battles for you. But you don't know what that's like, do you?
No, I don't. It doesn't make me any more straight.
I don't agree with that comment.
No.
That's how you know you're gay, when your sister has to fight your battles for you.
Yeah. No, I'm sure there's plenty of other things that can signal to you that you might be gay.
I have
Um,
sisters, so I fought all my battles. Thank you.
yeah, right. So I mean, that's the thing. It's like I feel like I know tons of gay guys who are really good at fighting just for that reason. Because they had to defend themselves all the time, and you don't mess with them because they will lay you out. Like,
I have to say, I wa- I dealt with bullying, but I was never physically attacked.
they
And
never
maybe because it's been so long, I'm just looking back and with like
Yeah.
rose-colored glasses, like it
Yeah.
wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
But like I opened my mouth, I talked back, like, like
I'm sorry, but there's no world that I can envision you just standing there taking it.
and I
I feel
used,
like you would be like, "Not today, not ever."
and I mean, sure, I did the whole, trying to hide it, dating girls, like,
Sure.
um, but probably around 10, at the end of 10th grade, 11th grade, I started to do the whole, maybe I'll start telling people I'm bi thing.
Goodbye transition.
Yeah, but I was always around girls that the people that were bullying me wanted to date or fuck, and I was just like, "Huh, you think they're gonna talk to you if you keep talking to me crazy?"
True. I
Yeah,
mean, like, that's kind of like it's weirdly, it's kind of what Jack is like like he's a popular guy amongst a lot of popular people who like, protect him. Like he's lucky because he has support. And I
right.
guess the other guy is failing to really well articulate is that like I didn't have a lot of support. I only had like a little bit of support and I'm jealous basically that you're living a better life than I ever could have, you know.
Right.
And-
And
yeah.
I was always nice to everybody pretty much, like, unless you came for me first.
Right.
So, like, I don't know, maybe people just like me, I don't know. But I do remember the comments, the derogatory comments, but I guess I just took them in stride and was like, "Fuck you." Like,
Well, there's always the idea that like you can foresee the consequences of interacting further, like then you know what I mean, like continuously perpetuating the situation to like you're a de-escalator versus an escalator, maybe like unless someone like really pushes it into
yeah,
the escalation, like where you respond, but like there are just people who can't do that. Like the minute there's a crossword, it's like,
yeah,
over. I
yeah,
just this guy, it's kind of just like again, it's the same thing. It's like you don't like just because you're oppressed doesn't mean you have a right to oppress. Like,
yeah,
let Jack be who he is. Like that's the point of all this. Like
yeah,
if you're not again, it's antithesis to his whole cause.
right.
Like if you're trying to recruit, trying to bring people on your side, like making
You kicked him out of the alliance.
yeah, like if you're like that's what I mean. Like it's what is the end goal here?
Right.
To like cause chaos, then you don't need that big of a group to do that. if
And to make
you're
that comment, as gays, we like to recruit. Like, what?
which I wanted to be like, which every single priest religion has been preaching forever. You know what I mean? You should just say that you hail Satan as well. Like, just really just lock it in. You're already halfway there. But I don't know, man. It's just this guy. I just don't like people who are like too far in one direction or the other. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to ultimately be oppressing someone one way or the other.
Yeah, you're so blinded by your cause that you don't know what that person
Right.
actually
So,
wants.
like, then what? Like, I mean, how far are we going? Is always what I mean. Like, what is the end goal? Like,
Yeah.
is it to bring awareness? Is it to bring legality to like take away archaic laws, like stuff like that? Then you need people on your side, and
Yeah.
sometimes that means like accepting the other gays, I
It
guess.
comes off
Like,
like it comes off like you think you're better than me because you don't know me, but you
right,
think that you had it harder, so therefore I
right.
should just go with it. Go with
Well,
whatever you
But also, like, whenever people try to go on about, like, maybe, like, the difference between, like, a gold star gay versus, like, someone who may have had, like, sex with the opposite sex in their
Mhm.
lifetime, it's like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, really? Like, are we ranking like, is there a ranking now on, like, who's more gay than anybody else? Or, like, who's more black? Or who's more this? Or who's more that? And it's just kinda like or who like, it even gets down to music, you know? Like, are
Yeah.
you punk rock enough? Or, like, do you like metal, the right kind of metal? It's like, guys.
And unfortunately, this is kind of an accurate depiction of the gay community.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Yeah,
all flowers and we all get along. It's very cliquey and
yeah.
clingy and it's kind of like infighting within
Yeah,
the
well, you
community.
get more than 5 humans together at one time, that's what happens. Like, it doesn't matter. That's the commonality across if anything, it should bring us all together as the same, right?
Uh-huh.
We all like, as soon as we all get together, even if we're all of like-minded individuals, we'll eventually start to put up a hierarchy.
I was gonna say we'll find the weak one in the group.
There's always gonna be someone who's perceived as weak, and then someone's always perceived as strong, depending on what parameters
Maybe.
you decide, right? Like, it's ridiculous. And I think it's an internal, like, deep DNA, instinctual, like, from the ooze of space type stuff that sticks in, with us that, like, you take them completely as society, like, I mean, every society had the same thing. So you put
Yeah.
any group of community together, that's exactly what happens. And
Well,
it's kind of
even what you're saying with we get 5 people together, you know, some
mhm,
people are introverts, some people are extroverts, some people are type A, some people are aggressive, some people are
yeah,
submissive. Like it's
right.
just
But
there's
even
different
if Yeah,
personalities.
but even if you got, like, a large group of introverts together, eventually those introverts will start saying, "Well, one's a king introvert, and then the other one is, like,
The loudest. He's the extrovert of the
the
introvert.
like, we don't like him because he's the most extroverted out of us, and because he spoke, like, once 5 years ago. But the other ones haven't spoken for a millennia, so they are absolutely the kings of you know what I mean? Like, that's what happens. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There is no flat structure, which we would love because it would probably benefit us as humans. No, 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 no.
No, we like chaos.
Nope. There's always gotta be a top, and there's always gotta be a bottom. It's the only way our brains can understand.
So she has a shot at an A minus.
You seriously, like, she just is too much. She's so like, that's why Andy had to go. She couldn't challenge Joey for smarts.
That was a cop out to not finish her thought.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, like, so this episode was not nearly as juicy as we all thought it was going to be, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that was a kind of a deflate. Like, we were all hyped, and I feel like the energy right now is like down here.
Well, they didn't advertise the whole gay alliance thing, so we weren't really expecting that.
Oh God, of course not.
We weren't expecting Jen's wig.
She's wearing a wig for sure. There's no way she's not wearing a wig. Again, like I've never once seen the stylist put a headband on her head, not once.
Yeah.
And headbands were in. Not like they weren't. And they put it on her twice. And they're just like thick boys too. They weren't just like little delicate things. And you couldn't see the front of her head. Hard front wig. So that is my drag queen tested wig eyes knows. Ask anyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe she was gonna hold his hand when they were looking at the tree and it was snowing.
I thought she was gonna kiss him after all that confessing.
Yeah.
You know, I would have thought that she just like would pull him in because like what who gives this shit anymore? Like it's just kind of like I don't know, unless like genuinely this is supposed to be a lesson for Dawson to how to move on and be okay that it may be things that you did move on, but like things don't have to like go to fruition of like a full blown relationship, but that like it means he's ready,
Right.
like to be in another one if he wanted to be.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Do you have anything else to add on this episode?
After that, I don't think I could top it.
All right. Well, thank you once again for joining us for another episode of Dawson's Creek. And as always, you can find us on all the other socials at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, have a great night. Bye.